All right, so you've made a decision for Jesus. Man, that is awesome. That's incredible news. And he's going to do incredible things in your life. And Jesus tells us to actually do something really simple. He told people to follow him. All over the Bible, that's what you see. You see Jesus calling people to simply follow him. He told Andrew, follow me. He told Peter, follow me. He told Matthew, the tax collector, follow me. He told all of his disciples, follow me. He told the crowds, follow me. It was all over the place. And here's the thing about following Jesus. It's really so much more than just simply a moment. It's a continuous decision to keep following, trusting, and believing in Jesus. It's like, you guessed it, a journey. Okay, that's why we called this whole thing a journey. And listen, when I say following Jesus, it's not like following him on Instagram. It's not like following someone and what they're doing with their life. It's all about learning from and being close to Jesus. It's like having a new best friend. And as we follow Jesus, he begins to teach us all about who he is. And this is where God starts to transform our hearts. And when we start to learn more about what Jesus did, we start to love and we serve others like Jesus did. And this is why the Bible says this powerful verse. It says, and the Lord, who is the Spirit, makes us more like him as we're changed into his glorious image. 2 Corinthians 3:18. And this means we spend more time with the Lord through prayer, Bible reading, going to church, be involved in a small group. We become more and more like him. Okay, so now let's talk about what you need for this journey, okay? Think of it like a hiking bag, all right? It holds all the stuff that you need to keep going on this journey, all right? And the big thing that you need, all right, the big thing that you need for the spiritual journey is faith, okay? You've probably heard that before at this point. Faith is what keeps you going in your relationship with God. It gives you what you need to climb the spiritual mountain, even when life gets really, really hard. And life can get hard at times, even on your faith journey. So here's what you got to get more of, all right? You got to get more faith. And where do you get it? All right, so know this. Faith isn't something that you can find, but it's something that you can build. Just like a muscle, we need to have resistance to actually become stronger. It's the weight that builds your muscle. All right, the Bible says this, dear brothers and sisters, when troubles of any kind come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy. For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. And so let it grow. For when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing. James chapter 1, verses 2-4. You might be thinking, man, that does not sound very fun. Well, honestly, sometimes it's not fun in the moment, but the result is totally worth it. You're building endurance for the journey ahead. It builds your faith muscle, just like going to the gym or hitting those nutrition goals or studying hard and getting that degree. All of those things build. And so when you build your faith muscle, it will grow. It's through the same process that our faith is built. And when you continue to say yes to God, even when it's hard, your faith begins to grow. When you trust when things are confusing, you lean into God when disappointing things happen rather than turning away from him. When your faith grows, not only do you have what you need for the journey ahead, but it also becomes easier to say yes to God the next time. You've watched how he's helped you before, and it gives you the faith for the next challenge ahead. Here's what's happening. You're building a history with God, and it's really, really cool. All right, so this is what I want you to do this week. This is my challenge for you. Okay, try over the next 7 days to identify 2 challenges in your life that God could be using to build your faith muscle. It could be something at your work, or maybe it's in your marriage or raising kids. Maybe you're a student and it's related to your schoolwork. Maybe it's something with your health or the health of a loved one. Maybe it's a past event or a present addiction. Here's what I want you to do. Each time you think of your challenge or are actively in the middle of it, say a prayer to God asking for his help. God's gonna help you. I believe it. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Next video, we're gonna be talking about 2 more faith builders that will help you be strong on this journey. We'll see you over there.